Today we're checking out the latest P series from Vizio, the 65-inch P65-F1. And we're not going to leave you in suspense here. This is actually the best picture we've seen yet from the P series. And in fact, it's arguably the best picture you can get for your money. Now that doesn't necessarily mean this is the TV for you to buy, but the latest P series does offer a lot of reasons to pick one up, and one of them has to do with this right here. For 2 years, Vizio's TVs have been without a TV tuner, making them basically just displays. But of course, cord cutters know that spending 20 or 30 bucks on an HD antenna is an awesome way to get a whole bunch of free TV. Well, this year, Vizio brought back the TV tuner, so it's easy to connect any antenna and you'll get local broadcast channels. And of course, there are plenty of other ways to connect your components as well, including 5 different HDR, 4K capable HDMI inputs, optical and RCA audio out, which you'll definitely need. You've got your Ethernet to go along with Wi-Fi connection and a component composite input right here. The 2018 P series also has this slick new look with this 3-sided bezel-less design. You've got the little silver bar down here and then the slimmer, more elegant looking legs. Inside, the TV is packed with some of Vizio's best processing tech we've seen yet, and that includes Vizio's powerful local dimming, which the company calls Extreme Black Engine Pro. Now, the P series uses full array backlighting with multiple zones that can be dimmed to create better contrast. There are actually fewer zones this year, 100 in the 65-inch version, as compared to 128 last year. But because of better processing, the screen actually looks better. The TV also offers impressive wide color gamut for deep, realistic colors, and of course HDR, including both HDR10 and Dolby Vision, as well as hybrid log gamma for eventually HDR broadcasts. As it did with the TV tuner, Vizio cut out the remote back in 2016 for a tablet-based interface that uses Chromecast, which it calls SmartCast. Since then, the company brought back the remote for a sort of hybrid between the two, with a collection of onboard apps supplemented by Chromecast streaming from your smartphone. The system works pretty well, and we had no trouble streaming from the TV or from our Android smartphone. However, the P65-F1's interface is more sluggish than we like, stuttering a bit when dialing in features like picture settings. It's also a bit hit or miss when it comes to features like naming inputs. On the bright side, the TV's calibrated dark settings make it very easy to dial in an extremely great picture. And you can even save and name your own settings. We don't mind a bit of sluggishness with the interface though, because this TV simply looks spectacular. Contrast and shadow detail are excellent, colors are rich and realistic, and with up to 1000 nits at peak brightness, the TV does a stellar job with HDR content. It doesn't get quite as blazingly bright as premium sets from Sony and Samsung, but thanks in part to the excellent local dimming, it simply looks fantastic. One point that is particularly impressive here is screen uniformity, meaning there's very little of the dirty screen effect you'll see behind the screen on some budget LED TVs. Even when using serious testing content, while there's a little bit of the vignette effect in the corners, it's hard to see any other issues unless you're sitting off axis. That's something that even TCL's impressive 6 series had some trouble with. Honestly, we just constantly marveled at how great the picture looks, whether it's Dolby Vision content from Netflix, YouTube HDR shots, 4K HDR Blu-rays, or even HD movies. One quick note we do have to add here is the audio is surprisingly bad on this TV, even for a flat panel. Just a note to remember, you'll want a budget soundbar if you don't already have one, or some sort of supplemental sound. There's a lot of competition in the budget LED TV segment these days, including from TCL's very impressive 6 series TVs, as well as Vizio's own step-down M series TVs. But if you're looking for the absolute best picture you can get on a budget, the P series this year is going to be very hard to beat. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like what you see here, please give us a thumbs up, please give us a comment in the comments section, and please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you there. There's a bunch of other videos you can check out right here, or you can check out digitaltrends.com for the in-depth review of this TV, as well as plenty of others.